You may now begin your presentation.
Hi everyone, we are UNITO, and to analyze the core issue of our project, we surveyed our key stakeholders, students and companies. This provided us with the essential data to deeply understand the problem. For students, traditional academic metrics fail to show the real-world potential. Their proactive efforts remain invisible, and they lack evidence to prove their soft skill. This reflects directly on companies who pay a heavy price. A bad hire costs over €17,000 on average. Recruiters waste time screening self-declared claims and often face a stigma when hiring from public university. Caught in the middle are the university, which currently lack the structural tool to actually validate what the market demands. The root problem is that there is no credible way to show what a candidate can actually do. The market relies on traditional CV, which tell you what someone claims about themselves and not what they can actually accomplish. This leaves students lost and companies guessing. Our solution is obviously UNITO, a platform that bridges this gap by helping students develop soft skills while validating and tracking them for recruiters. This works in 3 phases. First, students earn tokens through proactive behavior, like peer tutoring, exam, and note sharing. Then these tokens unlock exclusive opportunity from our corporate partners, like mentorship, events, and workshop. Then we have the match, where companies actually access this verified data built on real behavioral data. So UNITO can transform academic effort into measurable, verified data, forging a direct merit-based ecosystem between the corporate world and the university. This drives real impact across SDG 4, 8, 10, and 17. But looking at the process in action, from the moment that students join UNITO, every proactive behavior is captured as a real-time data point. Then our weighted algorithm scores each interaction based on effort and evidence provided. Then this effort can be converted into real professional growth. So instead of taking a single snapshot, we map this behavior across the entire 3 to 5 years of the university journey, building a dynamic and verified profile that replaces the self-declared claims with objective data. To do so, we already have secured some key partnership with Ercel, Standard, Randstad, and Starting Finance, and on the academic side with UNITO and SAS School of Management. But why this partner choose UNITO? First, it gives them access to a behavioral talent pool. Second, it cuts their screening time and cost dramatically. Third, it acts as an innovative employer branding opportunity toward the top students. And finally, it reduces turnover through better evidence-based skill matching. I will leave the floor to Agostino.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Now that we have seen the power of our behavioral engine, let's have a look at how we transform this into a scalable business. Our business model is a B2B2C ecosystem designed to slash acquisition costs. We create value by offering a free gamified platform for students and a premium HR dashboard for companies. We distribute these values through academic institutions. This allows to acquire thousands of students at a near zero customer acquisition cost. And finally, we capture this value by selling a tier B2B SaaS subscriptions and targeted employer branding sponsorship to companies. If we look at today's market, giants like LinkedIn, Indeed, or Alma Laurea rely completely on passive interaction models or self-declared data with very low validation. UNITO, as you can see, stands uniquely in the top right quadrant. We track candidates over here, offering continuous active interactions and highly validated real-world data. In terms of infrastructure, our supply chain is bulletproof. Students' data flows through our integrity layer featuring anti-fraud checks before being translated into soft skills by our proprietary algorithm engine, MAPS. Operating at the intersection of HR recruiting and ed tech, we are targeting a serviceable obtainable market of €665 million. But we aren't just bringing you some theoretical concept. We are bringing you an operational traction. Our goal is to reach 40,000 active students by year 2. This network effect will allow us to convert our initial design partners into paying B2B clients. And this traction translates directly into financials. We project nearly €700,000 in revenues by year 2, scaling up to 2.3 million by year 3, driven entirely by our 2-tier B2B SaaS subscriptions. To scale this vision, we are asking today for €200,000. 40% will be the fuel of our marketing and growth, while 30% will be used to finalize our product development. Our 24-month roadmap is ready. We're starting today with our academic pilot in SAS School of Management. By month 12, we'll be expanding our B2B partners, releasing the definitive SaaS dashboard by month 18th, while from month 19 onwards, we will scale the market and generating our initial recurring revenues. Behind UniToken is a dedicated team of 11 people, structured across IT, marketing, finance, and backed by our business advisory board. If you choose to support us today, we are ready to forever transform hiring from a blind gamble into a match based on true merit. We are UniToken, we thank you for your time, and we are now ready for your question.
Thanks, UNITO. We will begin the question and answer session. So I recall only judges may ask question, and judges, please raise your hand if you wish to ask. Kindly wait for Alessia on the right and Anna Sofia on the left to give you the mic before you ask the question.
Thank you very much for the presentation. I would like to ask about how the validation process, for instance, of experiences, workshop, and so on, students participate in is structured.
Okay, so about actually the algorithm behind the soft skill or the operational way in which we match these two parts?
The idea is the academic record is easy to import and validate, but what goes beyond that, how do you validate and make sure it's not a self-approve?
So thank you for the question. For our algorithm, we started from developing by mapping all the action that are possible to do inside the platform, and looking at the literacy about soft skill, we try to match which soft skill is stimulated by the different action. So then every action we can say is not self-declared, because we can verify, and we verify every action inside the platform. And what differentiates us in the algorithm is that it's not, as we said, a snapshot, but it's we track this behavior across a long period of time. So this gives more structure to the process and a dynamic and evolution of the action that are possible inside the platform. So, for example, mentoring, we have the help of the mentor that at the end of the mentorship session, they validate how the students behaved. So based on that, it make a quality score, and the quality score equal to different, obviously, level of the development of the soft skill. And so the students can actually build his profile and go on and try to, develop the soft skill.
Question. Thank you for the presentation. So I've invested in 2 companies in the soft skill world, and the most important point is the scientific foundation of the soft skill. And if you don't rely on behavioral models, nobody will adopt you in terms of potential companies as customers or even universities. So how do you deal with that? Because of course you come from university, but which is your scientific foundation that maybe you even empower through AI? But what's your model about?
We started from the framework of the UE. So we're starting from there, and I understand what you said, but I didn't understand.
Okay, I can try to answer to you. We are starting from the base of a psychologist, obviously, study. We have all in the university the department of psychology, so we are using their assumption as force. This is the things that where we started to validate soft skills. We are not just throwing some data from the head. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, so we are starting from that point, obviously. Thank you.
So I dig deeper on the same question, basically, because I think your solution has huge market value, and at the same time it's really not easy to get. And so I want to ask if you already have a prototype, at what stage of testing are you, and what are the first results? Because I think that you are not asking huge amount of money for a software development of this kind, and it is fair to say, okay, the scientific foundations and the algorithm itself looks good, and then, okay, the beta testing can be done later. But because probably this is a solution that you can already, let's say, pre-test, I want to know the maturity level, yeah?
So we are actually launching our pilot in the School of Management, in SAS School of Management back in Turin next week. We are doing experimentation. Obviously, we are starting from the assumption of the algorithm, and then we are testing it. As you can see, there is weighted algorithm because we are changing also the weight of every actions that we are going to use. And this is experimentation that we are trying to improve every time. And also during all the process, even when we are going actually on the market, there is always a focus on improve that and update all these algorithm, because it's soft skill is something that today is really tricky sometimes to understand. So we are trying to figure it out and make it simple for HR to see and also for students to improve, because nobody can actually see that as clearly today.
Time has now expired, so judges, please join me in thanking UNITO for their presentation and hard work. Thank you, guys.